All right, welcome back here. Hopefully, you are rejoining us here. Sorry about that. Looks like it did not work. And that's going to drop in for a hit. That's going to score one. Alex Hoff throws, and here's the play at the plate. It's going to score two. So Ordockers put two across quickly. So 3-0, bottom of now batting number 16, Eli Wickman. 3-0, bottom of the first. Again, if you're just joining us, hopefully you're joining us. We got this stream restarted here. It's the bottom half of the first. Ordockers are the home team here in game number 2, and they lead 3-0. Devin Richardson is on the mound for the Saints. One out for. Nice job there by Sladkey, making the quick play at third base, the hot box. Now batting number 5, Everett Duggar. Hey, Randy. Thanks for tuning in. We got 2 outs here. Ball chopped, foul. Three runs have scored here in the bottom half of the first inning. Runner at second base. Two balls, one strike is the count. I'm trying to. Ball's hit out to center field. Alex Hoff on the horse. Goes over his head, and that's going to allow number 14, Gavin Schutte, to come across and score. So a big double there. Now batting number 8, Lincoln Wickman. So no balls, one strike after the swing. Up high, ball 1. 1-1 now is the count. To Wickman. Wickman's the 8th batter here in the first inning. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Devin strikes him out looking. And so we're going to head to the top of the second inning where the Saints now trail 4-0. All right, we're back here and ready to go for inning number 2. Saints now trail 4-0. This reminds me of the Northwestern game. They went down. I think it was Richardson was pitching, and they went down big, and they ended up 10 running that game. We'll see if they can do the same thing here against the Ordockers. Leading off for the Saints, number 8, Brody Allram. So Brody Allram comes to the plate now. Saints find themselves down 4-0. Let's get the score right. Takes strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Kyle Olson on deck. Outside, ball 1. 1-1 now is the count. And Brody hits it right to the second baseman who can't pull it in, and that'll be a single. Now batting for the Saints, number 2, Kyle Olson. So Kyle Olson comes to the plate now for the Saints in the top half of the second inning. Kyle hits it out to left field. It's deep. And off the bottom of the fence, Carson Marks makes his way to third, now steps back. Carson Marks wheels out there. Now batting for the Saints, number 20, Justin Wynn. So Justin Wynn comes to the plate now. It's the first baseman for the Saints. Kyle Olson hits it off the bottom of the fence. Had a home run in the first game. Flexed his muscles when he got to second base, but that's warning track power right there. Kyle now has 2 home runs on the season. He's had a nice bat here for the Saints. It's been a great addition here this season. It's fun to see Kyle succeeding well. He's going to be playing for St. John's next year. Justin takes up high, ball 2. I believe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And strike 3, you got him looking. Now batting for the Saints, number 5, Elliott Wilson. So Elliott Wilson comes to the plate now. Wilson drops it in, looks like, and that's going to score 2. As 2 come across for Wilson. Now batting for the Saints, number 32, Jacoby Milky. So Milky now at the plate. Takes outside, ball 1. Rowan Prokop on deck. Milky playing out in right field. He got on In the first game, he was a courtesy runner for All Ram. And Milky hits it now. He gets a single, puts it across. Now batting, number 13, Rowan Prokop. So that'll bring Rowan Prokop up. Rowan takes down low, ball one. So Saints now trail 4-2. They got two back so far here in the top half of the second inning. Once again, thank you for tuning in and watching. Hopefully, or if you're tuning in and watching the Ordockers or the Saints, we're glad that you're here. Hopefully you'll enjoy tonight's broadcast. Know that we enjoy bringing it to you. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Carter Ridgway on deck for the Saints. Prokop, the left fielder, ready to roll here. 3-1 is the count. 3-0 is the count. And 3-1. He was taken all the way there. Runners at first and second. Elliott Wilson at second. Milky at first. Strike 2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Just 1 out. Runners probably staying put here. Outside, ball 4. Now batting for the Saints, number 12, Carter Ridgway. So bases loaded here for Ridgway. Struck out in the first at bat. So Ridgway at the plate now, bases loaded. Nobody out. In that game I was telling you about in Northwestern, scoring got rolling with a Carter Ridgway grand slam. Ball's popped up out of play. Up high. I think it's 2. Ball's hit out to left field. That'll score at least 1. Here comes the second one. They're going to pull him back. And Elliott Wilson comes across the plate. Now batting for the Saints, number 10, Brett Sladke. Sladke now at the plate. Swings big through it for strike 1. Outside, ball 1. 1-1 now. Foul the back, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 and 2 now is the count. 1 out. Bases loaded. Top half of the second inning. Up high, 2-2. Throw back to first base. Not in time. Bases still loaded. It's close over there at first base with Ridgway. Sladkey. 2-2 is the count. Swings and misses. Strike 3. Now batting number 3, Alex Hoff. Alex Hoff hits it deep out to center field. Drops, bounces, scores 1, scores 2, scores 3. So Alex Hoff, a 3-run double. Now batting for the Saints, number 8, Brody Allram. So Saints now lead 6-4. Brody Allram takes up high. Allram singled and came around and scored in his first at bat. Time was called. Kyle Olson on deck for the Saints. 2 outs here, top half of the second inning. Saints up 6-4. Brody follows it back. Inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ethan Schutte on the mound here for the Ordockers. Went 1-2-3 in the first inning. The second inning, though, has allowed the Saints to put 6 across so far. And Brody Allram swings and misses, or fouls it back. I'm sorry. 2-2. So 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. Runner at second base is Alex Hoff. Alex Hoff had a bases clearing double, giving the Saints that 6-4 lead. Ball's popped up. See if they can get there. It's going to be quite a run. And does not get in there. And that scores a run and brings up Kyle Olson. Now batting for the Saints, number 2, Kyle Olson. And Carson Marks is running for Brody Allram over there at first base. So 2 outs here, 7-4 is our score. And the ball bounces off of the umpire. allowing Carson Marks to go to second. Big turn, but he'll go back to second now. So a runner at second base now. Runner in scoring position here for Kyle Olson. Top half of the second inning, Saints up 7-4. Scored 7 so far here in inning number 2. And now Kyle hits it past the shortstop, and here comes Carson Marks coming around and scoring. Now batting for the Saints, number 20, Justin Wynn. So 8-4. Saints have now put 8 across. Swing and a miss. Wynn thought about it. Strike 2 is called. So 2 strikes. Elliott Wilson on deck for the Saints. And strike 3. So that'll be how the inning ends, but not before the Saints put 8 across. And so we're going to head to the bottom half of the second inning, where the Saints lead 8-4.
What if one donation could spark imagination, movement, and music? The Star Education Foundation empowers students in the St. Croix Falls School District by funding experiences and tools that go beyond the basics. From roller skates in the gym to calculators in the classroom and the joy of music with a grand piano. Even our playgrounds come to life thanks to Star. Help us keep making moments like these possible by donating today to become a star in a student's story. Donate now at starscf.org.
All right, St. Croix Falls quickly puts 8 across the board. They trailed 4-0 at the end of the first inning, and now they lead 8-4, headed into the second inning. Again, Ordockers are the home team, so this is bottom half. Leading off for the Ordockers, number 3, Aiden Jolma. So Aiden Jolma comes to the plate now, leading off for the Ordockers, trying to get things going here in bottom half of the second inning. Outside, ball 1. St. Croix Falls has 3 games next week. They'll be playing on Tuesday, on Friday, and Saturday. So Tuesday, home versus Unity. That'll be here on We Are SCF. Friday, away at Spooner. And Saturday, here against Altoona. 3 balls, no strikes is our count. And strike 1. Jolma taking all the way there. And he walked him. Now batting number 4, John Sundberg. So Sundberg now comes to the plate. He was the first of 3 straight singles to start the game for the Ordockers. Misses outside, ball 1. And that's another single as he makes it out to right field. And Jolma makes his way to second base, or third base, I'm sorry. And it'll be first and third. Now batting number 2, Nolan Hesmovich. So Hesmovich comes to the plate. He had a single in the first inning as well. Runner stays put. Strike 1. Ball's fall back. Strike 2. Richardson battling here. Hesmovich was 1 for 3 in the first game. 1 for 1 here in game number 2. 2-2 now is the count. Bottom half of the second inning. Foul tip. Brody couldn't quite hang on to it, so Hesmovich will live to see another pitch here. Runners at first and third. Outside, 3-2. Ball's hit up the middle. See if we can get 2 out of it. Carter goes to Elliott Wilson. Scoop at first base. And they got him. So 2 outs. Run did score. Now batting number 15, Wyatt Lund. So a run did score. We'll get that run up there on the board. But 2 outs are recorded. Wyatt Lund had a single and scored in the first inning. Outside, ball. 2 balls is our count. Swing and a foul ball down to the third base coach. 2 balls, 1 strike. Down low, ball 3. So 3-1 now. Strike 2. Full count. Nobody on. And ball 4. Now batting number 12, Ethan Schutte. So Lund steps out, and number 13, Veronima, is in for pinch running, or courtesy running, I'm sorry. And this is Ethan Schutte, the starting pitcher, at the plate for the Ordockers. Strike. 1 is called, so 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. Runner at first base, 2 outs here, bottom half of the second inning. This game a little slower pace than the first inning, or first game. Down low. Richardson have a little bit of a problems finding the strike zone here. A lot of 3-ball counts so far for Richardson. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Schutte. Foul ball. Nice play over there by Gavin Schutte. Bare hands it. Two is the count. 2 outs. Swing and a foul tip. Stays alive. 2-2. Schutte had to golf that one. Did all he could just to make contact, stay alive. Swings and fouls it back. Stays 2-2. Misses 3-2. So 3-2 count now. Runner probably will be on the move here with 2 outs. Runner goes. Ball's popped up. See if Brody has room. I think it's going to be out of play, and it is. So count stays 3-2. 2 outs here. Bottom half of the second inning. Richardson throws over to first, not in time, sorry. He's back in time. And he walked him, ball 4. So 2 walks in a row here. Now batting number 14, Gavin Schutte. So 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. Saints trying to limit any damage here. They've given up 1 run so far, making it an 8-5 game. Gavin Schutte swings through it for strike 1. Ball's hit over to third base. Hop. And play at third base is made by Brett Slatke, and that'll end the inning, and that'll send us to the 3rd inning. We'll be back in just a few moments.
At Burnett Medical Center, we understand that urology concerns can feel overwhelming. That's why we offer advanced surgical care with a personal touch, right here in your community. From kidney stones to prostate health, we're here to provide clear answers, expert treatment, and compassionate care every step of the way. Together, we'll help you move forward with comfort and confidence.
Now batting for the Saints, number 5, Elliott Wilson. So this is top of 3, even though the scoreboard says 2. Elliott Wilson hits it out to right field. Oh, right at the right fielder was able to get out there and make the catch. And so that'll be out number 1. Nice hit, though, by Wilson. Now batting for the Saints, number 32, Jacoby Milky. So Milky takes up high, ball 1. Milky got a single in his first at bat. And he hits it down the left field line and gets another single. Now batting, number 13, Rowan Prokop. So Milky has 2 singles here. And now Prokop up. There is 1 out here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Strike 1. Runner at first base is Milky. Runner goes, and he will be able to check in at second base. So runner at second base now, runner in scoring position. Prokop at the plate. Takes strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carter Ridgway on deck. Fall ball stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two now is the count. Saints would love to add on a couple more here. And it gets through. And checking in is going to be at third base will be Milky. So Prokop gets a single. Now batting for the Saints, number 12, Carter Ridgway. So first and third now, as Prokop gets a nice single. See if Prokop takes off here. Steps back to first and third. Runner goes. And they might have Milky here. And nobody at third base. So Saints dodge another one. Saints dodge another one as they now find themselves second and third. Jacoby got caught leading on or straying too far off of third. But thankfully for the Saints, nobody was at third after the third baseman chased Jacoby towards home. When he turned around, there was nobody there. Ball now, 2 balls, no strikes. So Saints have been the beneficiary of some misplays on defense by the Ordockers here in both of these games. There's a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball's popped up. Out of play. 2-2 now is the count. Beautiful day here in St. Croix Falls. 50 degrees, a little chilly. Not too much wind. You see the flag is kind of hanging there still. Ridgway hits it out to left center. Center fielder makes the catch. Jacoby tags and scores. Now batting number 10, Brett Sladkey. So 2 outs now. Sladkey at the plate. Hoff on deck. Prokop out there at second. Ball popped out. So 1 runner on. That's Prokop out there at second base. Sladkey at the plate. Sladkey out in front of that one. Swings and misses for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now. And throw over to first base in time for out number 3. Just a little bit of a check swing there, and that is going to be the end of the top of the third. We'll head to the bottom of the third, where Saints lead 9-5. I'll get that score changed here. Sorry about that. Ellie Wilson takes it off the shoulder, throws to first base, stretches there. Out is called. Out number 1. Nice play over there. All around, Ellie Wilson knocking it down. Justin Wynn using that every inch of that body, getting the stretch. Now batting number 5, Everett Duggar. So out number 1 is recorded. Duggar now comes to the plate. Duggar playing out in the center field. Takes ball 1 in the inside corner. Just off the inside corner, I should say. Down low, ball 2. So Elliott Wilson on that one knocked it down with his shoulder, kept it in front of him, and then threw over to first base. And Justin Wynn had to use every inch of his body to stretch out, make the catch, and make sure his foot was staying on that bag. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. We find ourselves now 1 out here, bottom half of the 3rd inning. Ball's popped up out of play into the cars, but no cars are injured. Two now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of 3rd. Got him, strike 3, got him looking. He knew it. Now batting number 8, Lincoln Wickman. So Lincoln Wickman comes to the plate now. Lincoln, I don't know how, but he got out in his first at bat in the 1st inning. He ended the 1st inning. Good start here to the inning for Richardson. Been laboring a little bit out there this afternoon. Comes and gets the first 2 outs, and now gets ahead of the count. No balls, 1 strike. Down low, ball 1. 1-1 now is the count. Again, St. Croix Falls will be back in action on Tuesday here at St. Croix Falls. It'll be on We Are SCF. It's against Unity, new to the Heart of the North Conference. Strike is called. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. And then they'll be at Spooner on Friday, and then home against Altoona on Saturday. Saturday at 1 o'clock. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs here, bottom half of the 3rd inning. Saints would love to get a quick 1-2-3 here after 2 long, laborious innings. Strike 3, you got him looking. Good battle back there by Richardson. And we'll be back after this message. All right, back here in St. Croix Falls. We're headed to the 4th inning. Leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Saints, number 3, Alex Hoff. So Alex Hoff now comes to the plate. Nobody on, nobody out, leading off the bottom half or the top half of the fourth inning. Again, St. Croix Falls, the visiting team here this afternoon. Takes ball one. Shooty out there on the mound. He's done a nice job here so far today. Down low, ball two. Lots of room down that third baseline for Hoff, but he is a pole hitter. We'll see what happens. Hits it to left field, and getting it under it for the catch is the left fielder. Now batting for the Saints, number 8, Brody Allram. So Hoff kind of got inside outed there. Allram takes strike one. Outside corner. Kyle Olson on deck for the Saints. Up high, ball one. 1-1 is the count. Brody been hitting the ball well today. Got a couple singles. He had, I think, 4 hits, 3 doubles in the first game. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kyle Olson on deck. Inside 2-2. Three, 2. Good eye there by Brody. And ball 4. Now batting for the Saints, number 2, Kyle Olson. Courtesy runner over at first base is Carson Marks once again, running for Brody Allram, the catcher. You get a courtesy runner for the catcher and the pitcher if you want it, just to help keep the game moving. Kyle Olson swings and hits it out to center field. Center fielder under it makes the catch for out number 2. Now batting for the Saints, number 20, Justin Wynn. So Shooty here gets 2 quick outs here in the 4th inning. Runner goes. Throw down to second base, not in time. Carson Marks with a stolen base. So runner at second now. Justin Wynn at the plate. Justin had a single. No, he struck out his last at bat. Strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes now. Just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two two. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So that'll be the end of the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th in just a minute. As the Saints still lead 9-5.
At Burnett Medical Center, we celebrate all walks of life. From our very first steps to our sprinting strides, from on-the-job site to afterlife retirement. At BMC, we embrace every pair of feet that walks through our doors. Our comprehensive care knows no bounds. It's for the newborns, the professionals, the adventurers, and those who've traveled many miles. We're here to support you. Your journey is unique, and so is our approach to your well-being. Step into BMC, where comprehensive healthcare meets compassion. Burnett Medical Center, providing healthcare for all walks of life.
Richardson back out for the bottom half of the 4th inning. Leading off the bottom of the 4th, number 3, Aiden Jolma. So Aiden Jolma now comes to the plate. Jolma walked and scored his first time up. Fists it down the first baseline, and it went foul. Strike 1. Richardson went 1-2-3 in the last inning. He'd love to get another quick inning like that. He had 2 strikeouts. Bends it, but not enough. 1-1. Ball's popped up, out of play. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two two. Strike 3, got him. Now batting number 4, John Sundberg. So that's exactly what the Saints needed there. Get that strikeout, out number 1. Now the top of the order is coming back up. Sundberg is 1 for 2. 2 for 2, I think, actually. Takes strike 1. He got onto first, but then was put out at second base on a double play that was hit with the next batter. Down low, ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Ball's hit up the middle. Carter Ridgway's got to throw, and he does. Gets him out. Now batting number 2, Nolan Hesmovich. So Hesmovich now comes to the plate. 2 outs. Richardson has now put out the last 5 batters. Up high, ball 1. Hesmovich is 1 for 2. Takes strike 1. 1-1 is the count. 2 outs. singled and scored in the first inning and then hit into a double play his next at bat. And strike two. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside. Down low 3-2. So full count now. He walked him. Now batting number 15, Wyatt Lund. So Wyatt Lund comes to the plate, bottom half of the fourth inning, 1 runner on, and that is Hesmovich over at first base. 2 outs here, bottom of the fourth. Misses ball 1. Misses ball 2. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 1 strike. Richardson delivers up high, ball 3. 3-1 now. Strike 2. Another full count, 2 outs. Hesmovich will probably be taken off over there at first base. Stays put. So full count once again. Hesmovich will be going this time, as the coach told him. Full count. Runner goes. And he walked him. Close pitch there. I think Richardson thought he had him. Courtesy runner coming out. Now batting number 12, Ethan Schutte. So Schutte comes to the plate now. 2 quick outs and then 2 base on balls brings Schutte up to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Top or bottom half of the fourth inning. Saints lead 9-5. Richardson finds the strike zone. No balls, 1 strike. Misses just outside and low. Ball 1. Richardson's done a nice job today. Hasn't been going the way that he probably wanted. He's had to be a little more laborious tonight, but he's not getting frustrated. He's staying within himself and giving himself a chance here. Ball's hit over to Carter Ridgway. Ridgway throws to first base in the dirt. Scooped by Wynn for out number 3. So good job there by Justin Wynn getting that stretch over there at first base and recording the out. We'll head to the 5th inning. Saints lead 9-5.
My friends know me as Derek, but I'm also Master Sergeant Raxter. This is my life in the Air National Guard. You know what I mean?
All right, we are headed to the top half of the fifth inning. Going to be led off by Elliott Wilson, and it's going to be Wilson, Milky, Prokop, the three batters that are scheduled here for the Saints. Still out on the mound, or actually now pitching on the mound, is Gavin Schutte. Now pitching for the Ordockers, number 14, Gavin Schutte. Leading off the top of the fifth for the Saints, number 5, Elliott Wilson. Elliott Wilson 1 for 2 on the day. Takes strike one. Hit a liner out to left field his last at bat. Left fielder had to go to his knees and quickly to make the catch. Ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Jacoby Milky coming up next. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now batting for the Saints, number 32, Jacoby Milky. So nice job there by Gavin Schutte. Gets the strikeout for out number 1 here in the top half of the fifth inning. Strike 1, Jacoby Milky. He's 2 for 2 on the day. 2 singles came around and scored last inning. Put it down the third baseline for a nice solid single down the line. Swings and pops it out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Prokop on deck. Oh, got him looking. Strike 3. Now batting number 13, Rowan Prokop. So Rowan Prokop comes to the plate now. 2 outs here for the Ordockers. And Rowan out in front of that one. Strike one. Prokop one hit and one walk so far tonight. Out in front of that one as well. So no balls, 2 strikes. Ridgway on deck for the Saints. Fisted down the third base line out of play. First base line out of play, I'm sorry. And he got him, strike 3. So Saints go down 1-2-3 in the top half of the 5th. We're headed to the bottom half of the 5th where the Saints lead 9-5. Carter Ridgway on the pitch here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Looks like Elliot Wilson's still out there at second base. Richardson moves to short. Sladkey at third. Justin Wynn still over their first base. So Richardson and Ridgway switch spots. Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Ordockers, number 14, Gavin Schutte. So Gavin Schutte now comes to the plate for the Ordockers. They're trailing 9-5 here. They're the home team, so it's the bottom of the 5th, 9-5. Carter Ridgway on the mound here for the Saints. Winds up and delivers, strike 1. Devin Richardson in line for the win here this afternoon. Pitched the first 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, though I don't know how many of them are earned for sure. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up next for the Ordockers is going to be Eli Wickman and then Everett Duggar. 2 scheduled hitters up next. Strike 3, got him looking. Now batting, number 16, Eli Wickman. So Ridgway comes out, gets the first strikeout. It'll be top of the order coming up for the Saints in the top half of the 6th inning. Strike one. Wickman, 1 for 2 on the day. Got a hit and scored in the 1st inning, and then he grounded out to the second baseman. Ooh, close pitch there by Carter Ridgway. That one looked good from up here. 1-1. Ball's hit out to right field. Jacoby under it, makes the catch for out number 2. Carter Ridgway, 2 up, 2 down. Now batting number 5, Everett Duggar. So Ridgway on in relief here, pitching to Duggar. There's 2 outs in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Down low, ball 1. Ball's hit down towards cars. Nobody's hurt. 1-1. Got to be brave to park your car down that third baseline. Up high, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Misses ball 3. So 3-1. He missed it. So ball 4. Now batting number 8, Lincoln Wickman. So that'll bring Lincoln Wickman to the plate. Lincoln is 0 for 2. Struck out looking his last at bat. Takes up high, ball 1. Ball 2. That's what I meant to say. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here, bottom half of the 5th. Strike 1. 2-1. Three and 1. And ball 4. Now batting number 3, Aiden Jolma. So that'll bring up the 9 hitter, Aiden Jolma. Runners at first and second. Carter Ridgway got the first 2 outs quickly. Now walks the next 2. Strike one. Just following the schedule of last inning. Richardson got the first 2 outs, and then swing and a miss. Strike two. Got the first 2 outs, then walked the next 2 batters and was able to get out of it without giving up a run. Ridgway would like to do the same. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, 9-5 is our score. Down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jolma at the plate. Ridgway delivers up high. 2-2. Two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Strike 3, got him. So Ridgway comes on and gets a big strikeout. So coming up next for the Saints, I believe we're going to have top of the order. So it'll be Ridgway, Sladkey, Hoff, Saints trying to get some runs here. Once again, I want to thank you for tuning in and watching here on We Are SCF. Thank you to our sponsors for making these games possible. It's been a fun season this year, bringing you these baseball games. I know softball. Abby's been doing a great job bringing the softball games to you, and we've had girls basketball, boys basketball, volleyball, wrestling, football. We've had a bunch of success in this bunch of sports brought to you this year, all because of those sponsorships that are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's been fun to bring these games to you. Hopefully you've enjoyed this season and this year, cheering on the Saints on those games that you couldn't make it in person, and you've been able to tune in here. Glad you're able to tune along with us. And we're not done yet. Still got some baseball to play Tuesday and Saturday coming up next week. Now batting for the Saints, number 12, Carter Ridgway. So top of the order here for the Saints in the 6th inning. Gavin Schutte on the mound for the Ordockers. Delivers strike 1. Saints wouldn't mind getting some insurance here. Ridgway hits it out to left field. Nice play there by the left fielder. Jolma out there making a nice play. Now batting for the Saints, number 10, Brett Sladkey. So Carter Ridgway gave it a ride, but what a play out there by Jolma for out number 1. He had to run a long ways. He was playing in shallow. Had to run a long ways and make that catch, and he did. Hats off to him. Sladkey swings and fouls it back. Hoff on deck. Sladkey pops it up towards center field. Center fielder sees it, catches it, and that'll bring up Alex Hoff. Now batting for the Saints, number 3, Alex Hoff. So Gavin's done a great job here coming in throwing strike one there, coming in, getting a couple. He struck out the side actually in the fifth. Now in the sixth, got the first 2 outs at the top of the order. Alex Hoff takes ball one. Brody on deck. Strike is called on the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. So fly out to right field. So fly out to right or left, center, and then right. And the Saints go down in order. Top of the order coming up here for the Ordockers. And it'll be Carter Ridgway back on the mound for the Saints. So it'll be Sundberg, Hesmovich, and Lund. Sundberg is 1 for 3. Hesmovich is 1 for 2 with a walk. And Lund is 1 for 1 with 2 walks. So we'll see what they can do here in the bottom half of the sixth inning, I'm sorry. Leading off the bottom of the sixth inning is number 4, John Sundberg. So Carter Ridgway now back on the mound for the Saints. Got the first 2 quick outs in the fifth inning and then got into a little bit of trouble before picking up that final strikeout. Strike 1 is called. Ball's hit out to center field. Alex Hoff under it. Makes the catch for out number 1. Now batting number 2, Nolan Hesmovich. So Hesmovich comes to the plate now again. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Came around and scored in the first inning. Ball 1. Ordocker scored 4 runs in the first inning, 5 in the first 2 innings. And Saints have kept him off the board since then. Up high, ball 2. Close pitch there. You could just see it just broke too late. So stayed too high. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Up high, 3-1. Wyatt Lund on deck. Lund has been walked the last 2 at bats. Strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. And he walked him. Strike one. Sorry, this is Wyatt Lund at the plate. Strike two as he follows it back. One out here, bottom of the sixth. Ball's hit down the third base line. Foul. Prokop couldn't quite get to it. It was a long run as that landed in foul territory. So no balls, 2 strikes continues to be the count. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good velocity on that pitch there by Ridgway. Ridgway winds, delivers, and strike 3 is called, or swing through, for out number 2 is what I meant to say. Now batting number 12, Ethan Schutte. So 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. Up high, ball 1. Up high, ball 2. Ball 3. Saints have had trouble in the second game getting that third out. Strike 1. And he walked him. Now batting number 14, Gavin Schutte. So runners at first and second now. Ball 1. 2 balls, no strikes. Balls hit out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2. 2-2. 2 outs here. 2 on. Bottom of the 6th. And struck him out. Good job there by Carter Ridgway. So we're going to head to the top of the 7th inning where it's 9-5. Coming up for the Saints, it's going to be Kyle Olson, Justin Wynn, Elliot Wilson, our scheduled hitters. Shooty's still out there on the mound. Sorry, it's going to be Brody Allram, Kyle Olson, Justin Wynn. Leading off the top of the 7th for the Saints, number 8, Brody Allram. So Brody Allram comes to the plate now. It is the top of the 7th inning here. Saints have a 9-5 lead. They're still playing, or still at bat, because they are the away team this afternoon in this game number 2. They won the first game 17-4. Second game here, they lead 9-5. Make that 10-5. Brody Allram just crushed that one over the scoreboard, and that's another home run for Brody Allram. Brody crushed that one to left field over the scoreboard, almost over the batting cages out there. Now batting for the Saints, number 2, Kyle Olson. So Drake Peterson, Kyle Olson, and Brody Allram all have home runs today. Kyle swings and fouls that one. So no balls, 1 strike. Drake Peterson picking up his first high school home run. Kyle Olson hits it out, pops it up to center field. Center field comes in. Makes a great catch. Now batting for the Saints, number 20, Justin Wynn. Takes ball 1. Oh, just missed the vehicle down the road. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's 1 out here in the top half of the 7th inning. 10-5 is our score. And Justin stays alive with that one. Elliott Wilson on deck for the Saints. Three two now is our count. And he walked him. Now batting number 5, Elliott Wilson. So Elliott Wilson comes to the plate now. Runner at first base is Justin Wynn. Stays put, strike 1. One one now is the count. Third base throws over to first base in time for out number 1. 2, I'm sorry. Out at 1. But out number 2. Now batting number 32, Jacoby Milky. So runner at second base. Saints up by 5 here, top of the 7th. Up high. Jacoby Milky struck out looking his last at bat. He had 2 singles prior to that. 2 for 3. Nice job here for the young guy. Takes outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Milky pops it up. Center fielder's got a long run to make it. Oh, and it goes off the left fielder's hand, and Justin Wynn comes in to score. Now batting number 13, Rowan Prokop. So runner at first base. It's a hit on, I would say there was a hit on for Milky, as the left fielder had a long run and he dove and then it bounced out of his glove. So 1 strike is the count. Popped it up. Pitcher is right under it. Makes the catch for out number 3. Looks like Kyle Olson is going to be out on the mound here for this last inning. Now pitching for the Saints, number 2, Kyle Olson. Looks like it'll be Eli Wickman, Everett Duggar, and Lincoln Wickman, the scheduled batters for the Ordockers. Thanks again for tuning in and watching here with us on We Are SCF. It's been a fun day. Doubleheader coming to an end here as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Saints have an 11-5 lead. Kyle Olson on here to close things out here for the Saints. Now batting number 16, Eli Wickman. So Wickman comes to the plate now for the Ordockers. Got to put at least 6 across the board here to keep things moving. Saints would like to go 1, 2, 3. Down low, ball 1. Strike 1. So 1-1 is the count. Wickman takes strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Wickman at the plate, leading off the bottom of the 7th inning. Strike 3, got him looking. Now batting number 5, Everett Duggar. So Kyle Olson gets the first strikeout of the 7th inning. Duggar now at the plate. Duggar swings and hits it to second base. Elliott Wilson picks it up, throws to first, not in time. So Duggar on at first. Now batting number 8, Lincoln Wickman. That'll bring up Lincoln Wickman. Strike 1. Good velocity there by Kyle Olson. Strike 2. Down low, ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first base. 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Saints trying to get this last one out. There's a strikeout. And that's going to bring up now batting number 3, Aiden Jolma. So Jolma comes to the plate. Now he's 0 for 2 with a walk. But he had an amazing catch out there in left field. Was it last inning? Takes ball 1. Actually, he's played a really nice defensively. He's played nicely out in left field all day long, and nearly made another big diving catch in the last inning as well. Strike 1. 1-1 is the count. 2 outs here. Runner at first base. Saints trying to get this last out. Close things down. Head into the weekend. Ball 2. Ball gets through second base, so runners at first and second. That'll bring it top of the order. Now batting number 4, John Sundberg. So top of the order here for the Oredockers, keeping things moving here. Sundberg is 2 for 4. Hits it, gets it through, and that's going to score a run. And so a run comes across. Now batting number 2, Nolan Hesmovich. So Hesmovich comes to the plate now. Runner at first and third. Takes strike 1. And a runner scores on the balk call. So it's 11-7 now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no pitch on that last one because of the balk. He didn't come set. He just pumped his glove down and came back up again. And so that was what the balk call was. Up high, 1-1. Just low, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball's fisted down the first base line. Out of play. 2-2. Three, 2 now. Fisted down the right field line again. Once again, I want to thank you for tuning in and watching. Thanks to our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. You see those sponsorships scrolling, or sponsors scrolling across the bottom of the screen. So thankful for all they do for us here at We Are SCF. And strike 3, got him looking, and that's going to be the end of the game. St. Croix Falls wins 11-7. We'll be back next at 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, at 7 o'clock. At 5 o'clock on Tuesday. Where it'll be St. Croix Falls and Unity. Hopefully you can join us then. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching Saints Baseball.